Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. Been thinking about how I'm going to take care of my transmission in my truck, actually just doing the clutch. I was going to take it out to a friend of mine's house. He has a shop where he has a lift and a lot more nicer tools than what I have. Not that I don't have crappy tools, it's just he has a lift and then an actual transmission jack that goes under the lift. But there's a lot of things that I want to do while I have my transmission out, and I just don't want to tie up his shop that long. So I was at the pawn shop the other day, and they actually had a floor jack adapter for a transmission. So what I'm going to do is I have this old motorcycle jack right here, and I'm actually going to take this motorcycle jack and I'm going to adapt it, and I'm going to turn it into a transmission jack. Now I'm going to make it so it is removable, so I can still use it as a motorcycle jack in the future if I want to. But I don't have a bike anymore. I sold my Harley several years ago, and all it's been doing is sitting in the corner. So I thought I would just, make use of it and turn it into a transmission jack also. I've got a piece of plate of steel here. I'm going to put that on there, and then all that is going to be possibly like a little kickstand to go back towards the tail shaft, because I'm going to leave the transfer case attached to the transmission when I pull it out. So I'm going to attempt to see what I can do with this. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, help me out. And the merchandise is available. Stickers are $7, and then also shirts are $16. If you want, pick those up, support the channel, it'd be awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my drill, and I got to drill out these rivets and get this rubber off of there. I have already ran across one mistake that I made. I got my piece of steel, the 1/4-inch plate, and it was just a quick measurement this morning before I left for work. I got a piece of the piece of 1/4-inch plate that I got is 13 by 13, and I should have got it 12 by 13. So it just misses fitting these little 1/4-inch rod round stock that they have welded on the four corners. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to notch that out so it sits on here flat, and probably just going to bolt it on in here someplace so when it goes down it can go down all the way. But I grabbed my drill. These rivets here, they're a 3/16 rivet, so I just put a 3/16 bit in there, and we'll just drill those out, these rivets out of there. And wouldn't you know it, my battery's dead on my drill. Maybe I should have changed that before I got started. So got both those rubber pads off of the top of the jack there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take this piece of 1/4-inch plate, and I'm actually going to notch one side or the other, or both sides. You can see what I'm doing here, how it fits. Probably be just as easy to notch all four corners. I'm not really certain how I'm going to do it, but that'll fit on there just like that, and then get bolted the four places, right, or the two corners on each side, be 4 bolts, and then this transmission adapter will fit right underneath there. And I have this collar over here that I'll weld to the bottom of it, and then I'll simulate like so. And that'll simulate, sitting in a regular floor jack. Now I think I am gonna put it on that side right there, just because if you look right here, this is where the jack is. So what I'm thinking is to be able to run this kickstand over here like this, somehow things will sit essentially like that on there. And then this piece here, which is actually way too long, if you can picture that, will slide in and out of this piece. This will get welded on the end of there. And this piece here will slide in and out of there. Kind of like so. And then that's all adjustable for the tail section or the transfer case. So I know that's a lot of information in a short amount of time, but when I do things, I can visualize it in my head, and I just got to do it and then show you guys as I'm doing it. I'm pretty sure this is going to work out for me. I don't really have to put that piece on there, I guess a kickstand if you will, but I want to leave my transfer case hooked to my transmission when I pull it out, so I was just going to put that on there for some added support. Now this piece here, it is missing one of these tabs on that side right there. So, phone's ringing. Hello? Yeah, Dad, what's up? Yes. Yes. I need the bill of sale for the trailer to get tags for it, because you can go ahead and take... Okay, I had to shut you off. That phone call took just a little bit longer than I anticipated. My dad's getting a little bit nervous. We're getting a little bit of warm weather. The grass in this area is starting to green up just a little bit, so he's getting nervous on getting stuff ready to go, getting stuff kind of summarized, I guess you would say, getting the mowers out, getting them ready to go. So I don't blame him, I guess. Me, I'm kind of not really last minute, but it doesn't take long to get things ready. So I'm still waiting on a head on this mower here, and I don't know how long it's going to be, but we have 3 of them, so we don't really need it until we need it, I guess. Anyway, right now I'm going to get this all set up and get these 4 corners cut off of here to set down. If you can see that, how that's sitting up on top of them, that 1/4 inch rod. So I'm just going to notch out the 4 corners instead of cutting off the whole thing. I don't have a plasma cutter. I don't have a plasma cutter or a torch, so torch is in the works to have it for the garage, and hopefully someday, we're still looking for a house, for me a shop, I'll have my plasma cutter too. So anyway, we'll get started. This is where we're at so far. I've got my 1.25 inch, I believe, hole drilled in there, and then I just notched out, as you can see, you know, as I had you on the time lapse there, getting things done. I got those notched. I didn't notch all 4 corners as deep as I thought I was going to. I am going to weld some 1-inch strap along here just to give it a little bit of rigidity. I don't know if I necessarily have to, but it seems when I do things, I usually go just a little bit overboard. You see I've got that welded on there. Got a nice bead long all the way around that. So getting it done. I'm pretty certain this is gonna work out. I don't know what you're really looking at. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Getting it done. I'm pretty certain this is gonna work out the way I want it to. I'm hoping it's gonna work out the way I want it to. So let me set you down for a minute and I will show you kind of what it looks like as the transmission jack adapter is going to set on there. So that's what that'll look like, and that'll still be able to spin just like so, just like it would be in your floor jack. I think this is going to work out the way I want it to. And then this other piece here, I'm going to weld that on something about like that in the center, and then that other piece will extend out this way and then come up to support the back of the transmission. Well, I went in to eat supper, come back out, and continued to work on my, I guess you would call it, transmission slash motorcycle jack, and forgot to turn the camera on. So I am finished. I do have to cut just a little bit off. This is what I come up with. If you can see, remember I welded that collar on underneath there, and then a jack, this transmission jack adapter slides down top the plate. And then this is what I was talking about as far as the kickstand. It's way too long right now, but I don't want to cut it off yet until, you know, maybe in there someplace, but I don't want to cut it off until I get under the truck and actually see how long I'm going to have it. Like I said, it's way too long right now, but, and well, yeah, it's way too long. So, and then I don't have any channel iron to put up here. I'll have to get a piece of C-channel, maybe some 3" by 1" C-channel to have on the end of here, and then that'll support that tail shaft on the end at the, you know, just beyond the transfer case there. And then the main part of the transmission will sit on here and go up and around. So, and actually, these pieces here that I'm gonna have to make, I was digging around in my scrap bucket over here and found an old bracket for one of my track backs. So I'll cut this tab right here off, and then that'll just be right there, and it'll be good as gold. Either that, or I have 2 of these. I'll use 2 of these, you know, 1 of these on each side in the center, and then put those in the back, or vice versa. So I have that there. It's just a little bit thicker steel. It's 1/4 inch. These are 3/16. Not a real big deal. So that's basically what I was envisioning in my head. It turned out pretty much exactly like I thought it was going to. So I still do have to drill my holes in here and the 4 corners to fasten that down. I probably wouldn't have to, but you know, it only sits on top of there, and I did weld in them supports here on front and back. This one here is flush, and this one here is recessed 1 inch in there, just because of where these bolts are here on the motorcycle jack itself. So this still spins. If you pull this out a little bit, this still spins like it's supposed to. And then also, if I wanted to, I can take this plate, pick it up and turn it 180 degrees, and then this kickstand will go out the other way. The only reason I did not do that is because of the jack itself. This will be underneath the engine, and then I'll be jacking there, and then the transmission will sit that way. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just getting some things around to get ready to pull my transmission out, probably within the next week, maybe 2. I'm gonna be parking my truck for probably about a week or so, and get the transmission out and do all the work that I want to do, along with put my clutch in. So Guys, thank you very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. Don't remember, my merchandise is down below in the description, and then anything that I've used as far as tools and some of my parts and stuff like that, Amazon Prime, check them out. Guys, thanks again for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later on. Bye-bye.